So we're talking about historical-ish stuff. Bradley Jewell was asking, what are the pros, cons, and uses of a day plaid? Is there any sort of faux pas with wearing a day plaid?
For those that don't know, a day plaid is basically a big length of cloth, 3.5 yards or so, with fringed ends that you just effectively wrap around your torso or just hold over your arm. It's just a big blanket. There's not really a lot to it. It's being able to carry something with you so that when you go out in the fields and the glens and whatever, you have a blanket to sit down on and have lunch. Day plaid is not much more than that. It's literally just a blanket that you're wrapping around yourself. So there's no, there's no real faux pas with it, because it's just a blanket you wrap around your torso with a half knot on the shoulder. Yeah,
and it's sometimes they're thick enough that you can't even knot them. You know, you might be able to fold it once. It does not have to be tartan. There are some guys out there who will use like a tweed fabric or something else as a day plaid. They're commonly seen at clan gatherings in Scotland. You'll see clan lairds and other people of some note using them as part of their full-on outdoor regalia. You know, you have the cormac, and you have your balmoral or glengarry or bonnet, and you have the day plaid is just part of, like, we're here and we're dressed to the nines, but we're outdoors, so we want to be a little bit rustic. But in terms of using one in daily life, I could sort of see it having some advantages for the practical purpose that you mentioned. But most guys who wear them, it's kind of an affectation. It's more of just I want even more tartan on me, so because, again, I'm going to the clan gathering, something like that. But if you're a hiker, if you want to experiment with doing vintage hiking or vintage hill walking, then it could be fun to play with.
Yeah, to me, it's not all that useful, and it's
in the modern age, it's hard to rationalize it as being useful.
Yeah, you tie it around your torso because you don't want to carry it over your arm. If you have a backpack and you're hiking, then I just jam it in the backpack or tie it around the backpack, so it's leaving even more of my torso free, and I'm less hot than I would be with a big blanket wrapped around you.
That's why I said vintage style hill walking, because there are guys out there who like to do hiking and stuff with antique equipment. It's almost a reenacting kind of an offshoot. Okay. So, like, it's too easy to go hiking with nylon and modern hiking boots and stuff. I'm going to do it with, like, what Sir Edmund Hillary used. I'm going to go with old school. So I could see playing with it. But it's more of a faux pas.
Yeah, it's more of a play thing. It's more of a dress up thing than an actual utilitarian. I need this as part of my kit. It does not replace the sporran for utilitarian purposes. It does not replace the kilt pin or whatever. It's just something extra to add a twist to your outfit to stand out a little bit more. Yeah. But outside of I liken it effectively to a fly plaid. They look great in pictures, but in actuality, a fly plaid is pointless. That's kind of how I'm thinking about this. Unless you're actually, if you're going to an all-day festival and it's going to be grassy and you want a place to sit, then yes, bring a day plaid. Because you'll have your blanket around you. But you have to carry it the whole day wrapped around your torso.
And if it's cool and rainy and you have a date with you and you want to snuggle up under the plaid with your date.
So cute.
That's the best use for it as far as I'm concerned.
That's fair. But it's outside of that, if it's a sunny day and if you don't think you're going to actually need it as a blanket, I would just give it a pass.
It's a lot of wool carrying around.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to just lug around just to have.
Yep. Yeah.